Hey, how's it going? My name is Alex Martinez, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Collector's Corner. Today, I'm actually going to be talking about a piece that I found just walking around at my local comic book shop on the south side of Chicago. I was walking around, kind of didn't know, just looking around through comics, through toys. You know, one of those I had nothing to do days, which are rare. And I actually found a piece that I was looking for that I was hoping to come across, which was the Bizarro, the DC Direct New 52 Villains line. And I was really excited to pick it up. I was hoping they had two because I knew I definitely wanted to review this figure. But they didn't. They only had one left, which I was okay with because it just came out, so you could still find it at your local book comic shops, Amazon, eBay, wherever, Facebook. You do some trades. You could find it. It's out there. And if you're a big fan of Bizarro or the Superman villains, this is a good one to pick up. Actually, in my opinion, it's the best design of an action figure that they made for Bizarro. I'll show it to you. I'll compare it to an older version, which I also love. But I was really excited, man. I was like, you don't see too many Bizarros. I mean, over the years, they've come out with quite a few through Superheroes, DC Direct, DC Universe Classics. But this one in particular is my favorite. I'll talk more about that later. I was really happy to pick it up, man. I was like, damn, this is cool. So I can't wait to show you guys this version because, like I said, DC Direct has been coming out with a lot of cool stuff lately. They've been getting more articulation. They've been coming out with cooler designs. They've been stepping up their game, especially since DC Universe Classics was canceled. And to be honest with you, the last couple waves of the DC Universe Classics before the line ended, they were falling short of ideas and cool ways to really give you a good product. They were getting lesser characters that were known, cheaper quality control issues, cheaper paint jobs. They had so many other ways to go in that direction that they didn't. So when it ended, it was bittersweet. You still wanted the DC Universe Classics to continue, but in a way you were like, well, I wasn't missing much anyways. But DC Direct is re-energizing us with and making us a lot more excited, especially because they're coming out with really good product. And this Superman, Bizarro figure is a good example of the direction they're going. So without any further ado, let's take a look at it because I'm really excited to open it and take a look. And like I said before, I don't open them. I do them first time here. Sometimes I might look just to see how I'm going to open the box, but I really don't get a good solid look at the figure until I actually film it. So I'm really excited to see how this figure looks. So let's check it out. And here we have the DC Super-Villains Bizarro action figure by DC Direct. Standard packaging for all the new 52 products that have been coming out. I really like it. Bring it a little closer. You know, it's just cool. It's what I like is for collectors who don't like to open them at all. It's already in a nice display. You know, you get to see a good chunk of the figure. You don't have to open it, but you can. It is collector friendly. Got a nice little picture of him in the front. It says it measures about 6.75 inches tall, roughly 7 feet, a little under 7 feet, 7 inches, excuse me. And here are the other characters that come. Now, he is a super villain, but this actual line here, same packaging, same line. This is actually the Crime Syndicate, and you have Deathstorm, Power Ring, Ultraman, Superwoman, Johnny Quick, Atomica, and Owlman. And Owlman, right here, the figure all the way to the right, is actually one. Here, let's see if we get a little closer. He's actually one that's very, very cool. I'm hoping to get him soon. Do a quick review on him. You know, you got the classic outline shadowing, the backwards S, very common to Bizarro, which I love. But, you know, standard packaging, you know, at the bottom. That's what I paid for it. I'm not going to hide it from people. $24.99. It's about average. You might find a little cheaper, a little more, depending on where you go. I haven't seen him around too many places, and I figured... I think it's an average price. I haven't really done a lot of, but on average they're about $21 to $27, depending on where you go online, comic book shop, if you got a hookup, or you could do trading or whatever. So let's get this puppy open and see, get a closer look and see how cool he really looks. So here we have him out of the box. Right away you could tell the different shading between the lower half and the upper half. I'm pretty sure they used Superman DC 52 body. They didn't bother maybe kind of keeping it all the same. Actually, I don't mind it. I like it. I'm not really sure if that's how he is in the comic book, but he looks pretty good. It's standard backward S with the. I do like this other faded blue better. It just looks cooler on him. The bottom part, I like it. I do like the overall look of it. In the back, if you look, his cape pretty smooth, nice glossy red. They did add very minute tearing along the edge of the cape. I don't know if you can see that very well. And I do like that because usually Bizarro figures, their cape is totally torn and worn out. Great sculpting though. If you could get a closer look here, you know, the eyes, very cool sculpted eyes. The face he's almost got like a zombie look, which I really enjoy. The hair off to the side, different look. You know, he does have, let's get this up a little. Does have pretty good articulation. Like I said, that they're coming out with. Arms good. They come out pretty good. Doesn't seem to be hindered by the cape at all. It's got the elbow that comes up, the wrist swivel, and then he has an upper arm swivel, which I always enjoy. Now he does have a diaphragm here. I cannot move it. I tried dipping it in hot water. Looks like you need to break it off first with hot water, put it in a cold temperature, something. I'm kind of afraid to do it. I don't want to mess it up. I do see it. You can look on the back too. It is movable. It just probably takes either hot water or really stronger hands than I had, because I cannot move it. But there is an articulation there. Legs come out, almost do a Van Damme split. He does have upper thigh swivel. He does have the double jointed knee. He has the ankles that turn off to full 360, but they don't have the ankle pivot, which is fine. I mean, his stance is pretty cool either way. It does look like this particular figure, his leg is a little off, like his lower leg is coming off. Might be a QC issue, but overall, great detail, great color. Now, what I am going to do very quickly, I don't want to talk about this figure too much, but I'm going to line him up against the DC Classics Bizarro and see the difference. In all right, both figures are absolutely a great capture. I do love the sculpt face on this one. What I like about it, and see, you could see that what I was talking about when it came to the tethered and the torn back, where his is more smooth, glossy. I actually like the beat up one more. I can't say I like one more than the other. I really have a lot of love for this one. I've had it since 2004. I love the faded red, the backward S like always, the bigger. I just always saw Bizarro bigger and more massive, although he's got great detailing here. Skin is roughly the same color, but much more rock looking, hard surface look on this particular figure, which I like. So when it comes to these two figures, honestly, I think they're both great. I would give both of them 9s out of 10s. Maybe him a little less now that I think about it, because I don't like the two-tone. I don't like it. It just feels like they went a cheap way about it. I understand it. It might be the way it's supposed to look, but I'm just not a big fan of it. Here I do like the overall. Although I like the portion size is even here, and here he's more top-heavy. I wish his legs were a little bigger, wider, beefier, but overall I like them both. I can't really say I like one more than the other, but we are reviewing the new 52 version, and I'm very happy with it. I don't have a problem with it at all. I did notice one thing though. His leg comes off pretty easy. You just kind of pop it, and then you're actually, if you push this in, you could take them off. I was a little kind of skeptical on that, but whatever. It looks like there you could see some of the glue had come off, but when you put it back in, snap his leg in, it does take a little doing, because you gotta hold one and then the other, which is kind of annoying. I wanted to show this because some people might have this issue. And it does take a little doing. Well, I just dropped it. Hold on while I get the other piece. While I'm back, it did take me a little doing to put the legs back in, but overall, once you snap them back in, it just takes a nice little balance. The legs are still pretty stiff. Definitely leads me to believe this is a Superman lower part that they just threw on. I'm kind of okay with it, even the cape. Because overall, the look of Bizarro in this actual figure is one that you don't see a lot. The size, the way he stands a little more straight. Usually he's kind of like a hunched over or bent over, almost like a Hulk type figure. But I do like this particular version. The great detailing, like I said, a lot of sculpting, even the neck all the way to the top. Cool look. Like I said, the diaphragm does move, but I did say I'd give it a 9, but I'm actually saying probably an 8.5. I'm still very happy with it. Little things like his legs being able to come apart, the lack of a pivot joint probably are little things that I wish I had, but I could definitely live with. Overall, I recommend the figure. I do like it. It's Bizarro. You don't get too many of them. You have gotten quite a few over the years, but you know, he's not as redone as Superman or Batman or Joker. So I like him. He's a good character. This one in particular has almost like a zombie look feel to it, which I kind of like. It's a nice little different take on him. And I like his stature, that he's taller, slimmer. Doesn't have that kind of bent over hunchback look I was talking about, which is different, and I really like that when it comes to the character. Now this, I'm not sure if it's standard or if it's a quality control issue with me. His knee out, his leg kind of pivots outward. Looks like almost like maybe warped if I bring it in a little, but that's fine. I would not take this figure back. If you guys do happen to buy one and it is damaged, yeah, definitely take it back, or something you don't like, definitely take it back. Excuse me as I hit the camera. So please, guys, leave your comments below. I'm definitely interested to know what you guys like or dislike about the figure. If this video helped you want to pick it up or not pick it up. If you guys have any questions or any ideas about a review I could do, just let me know. I'm really interested in all your feedback. You can find us comicsremixed.com, on YouTube, Collector's Corner, presented by Comics Remixed. Look for us. We're all over. You can find us on Facebook too, Comics Remixed. Definitely give us any info you guys are willing to share. I do recommend this figure. I do like it. I think overall it's probably my second best Bizarro. I still really like the DC Classics one that I showed earlier, but they're kind of up there. This one I do think looks cooler, especially if you do like pictures or if you do like a lot of dioramas. This is a cool one. He's very interesting, has a lot of detail. I love the eyes. Everything about it's pretty cool. So I do recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and like I said, you have any feedback, any comments, please leave them below, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Take it easy.
I cannot stay here too long before my machine friends will become nervous and do something rash.